So I think the conversation of diversity and inclusion has been around one that's around for a while, but I do feel like finally a lot of companies are beginning to do something about it. And even the ones that have been doing things about it are beginning to be more vocal about it. Both were needed. So action is needed, yes. So if your company hasn't understood the importance of it, it's about time, and we're beginning to see that move forward. But companies that have been doing it for a while, I'm fortunate now to be part of the AT&T family, where that has been not just something bolted onto the philosophy of the organization, but something that's core to who AT&T has been, and making sure that as it's built into the DNA and the culture of the organization, a desire to pursue differences, not just tolerate and relate to people who are different, but actually pursue differences, that you can be empowered by actually putting together a more diverse and inclusive workforce. So that's been exciting. And the I.D.E.A Initiative was really built around that, a business lens on what it really means to actually pursue those differences and have diversity and inclusion not be something that you think about, but something that's core and natural to the DNA of business opportunity and growth.
So how is it to be fixed? I mean, that's a big question, but is it on the recruiting? Is it on the mentoring? Is it on senior management promotion? Like where are the bottlenecks?
So the answer is yes, just to your question. It has to be fixed both in the supply chain, which is we have to start at the high school level. We don't introduce all kids, a diverse population of kids across the country, to all the different business opportunities they can. So too often, kids only imagine what they can see, and they only try to achieve the things that they think are possible for them. They don't see enough of themselves in the industries that are now suffering by saying that we can't find those people to hire. Now, all of these are excuses. If you actually support it at the high school level, support it at the college level, then support it in your recruiting practices, you can actually make a change. And we're convinced that getting that message out is going to make a difference. Personally, I'm involved with organizations that support this at the high school level. And we kicked off the I.D.E.A Initiative with the realization that we didn't want managers, hiring managers, to continue with the excuse that it's a supply problem, that we don't see the best talent. The talent exists, but we have to overcome unconscious bias, which is the I hire people like me syndrome. And we believe by just surfacing the conversation more, we're beginning to hear more of those things happen. And a lot of companies that do this well, again, I'm new to the AT&T organization, but here's one of its strengths. It measures its practice here. And by measuring its practice, it's able to manage that practice effectively to change outcomes. And I'm very proud when we look at our statistics of what is the ratio of our population of employees that are women, that are actually people of non-white backgrounds, people that what that looks like against our future hiring plans. We actually can track those metrics and see improvements year over year.
So is diversity good for business?
Absolutely. I think Mark Pritchard just said this on the panel here today. So Spotify is hosting Can and Color, which is being done by the I.D.E.A Initiative. We're really excited about Spotify's support of that. Along with AT&T, Quancast, the other members of the board that are here with Facebook, Adweek, and Nielsen, and Truex, the Fox business. We're excited when we hear someone like Mark Pritchard from P&G sit on stage and say, if you're not doing multicultural marketing in America, you're not marketing to America. That's a very powerful statement, right? And maybe I'm paraphrasing a bit there, but the reality is that if you don't understand that diversity is powerful to changing your business, that is your consumer base, you've missed the message.